Here's the last one. This one is quite interesting, and it's a little bit of a story. So, okay, here's the last one. The username Ravenclaw Mom.
It's Harry Potter.
Is it?
Aww.
Okay, I didn't even realize. Pacha loves Harry Potter.
My God.
Okay, so it starts out with a backstory. It's a little sad in the beginning. Backstory: I'm a single first-time mother to a 6-month-old. My late fiance was killed in a car crash 2 months before our daughter was born.
Aww.
I'm an emotional train wreck. I go to the gym to relieve stress, not meet random dudes. And I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and still actively train. Not for MMA or anything, just to keep up on self-defense. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the gym to work out. Everything was going normal. I had just finished on the treadmill with my AirPods in, minding my own, when I look up and see a dude talking to me. I pulled an AirPod out and said, "What?" And he said, "I said, you're looking nice today." I said, "Thank you, but I'm not here to make friends." I put my AirPod back in and proceeded to walk towards the locker room. I noticed he gave me an annoyed grin and said something, but I just kept walking. I got dressed and went to leave without AirPods in, and he approached me again and said, "I didn't mean to annoy you. I'm sorry." And I said, "Okay," and walked to my car, drove across the parking lot to get a smoothie, and went home. Fast forward to a week, same thing. I'm working out, listening to music, same dude approaches me and says something. I sighed heavily, rolled my eyes, pulled my AirPod out, and said, "What?" in an annoyed tone. He said, "I asked if you always dress to impress when you come to the gym." I squeezed my lips together, exhaled through my nose, and responded, "Look, I get what you're doing, but I'm not interested. I lost my fiance 8 months ago. I have a 6-month-old who takes up most of my time, so thanks, but no thanks." He gave the cheesy pity eyes and said, "I'm so sorry for your loss. If you need someone to talk to, I'd happily listen." I replied, "No thanks," threw AirPods back in, and finished my workout. Before leaving, I told the gym manager about dude annoying me, and he said he'd handle it, and I went on my way, got my smoothie, and went home. Now for today. Went to the gym. Dude was there, but didn't bother me apart from frequent glances. So I'm like, cool, the manager handled it. I work out, leave, head to get my smoothie, and guess who's there?
At smoothie shop?
Yeah, the annoying dude from the gym. I make tracks for the counter, give my order, and go to the pickup counter. When dude approaches me and says, "How are you feeling today?" I say, "Like I'm not interested." He responds, "That's okay. I was just gonna say that your hair looks really pretty today." I side-eye him, say thanks, get my smoothie, and leave. How the fuck do I get this dude to leave me alone? He's what I'd consider attractive, but he spends 88% of his time staring at the gym mirrors, and I'm seriously just not into him. If he keeps on, self-defense training is going to kick in. Need to find a way to get it through to him that I'm not interested, and he needs to kick rocks. Any guys here who have a hard time accepting no for an answer that can give me advice? ?
Change the gym.
Okay. Yeah, that is a solution, change the gym. But at the same time, sometimes people need to like there needs to be something that changes these behaviors in these people, because if not, like for example, if a guy's when this happens at a workplace that a guy's maybe like inappropriate at work, then people are always like, oh, like request a change position or change your shift schedule so you don't work with him. But at the same time, it's like but he's still gonna
Not
continue that
solving
behavior. Yeah. So you're protecting yourself, but you're not protecting, or you're not really changing him or like improving the situation for the other people. Same thing with like, you know, when abuse happens in like,
Because she's very clear. She already said that she's not interested in this and move along. That I have my own trauma, that I'm like not capable to have a relationship, not even with him or anyone, but like I have my own shit going on and I'm concentrating at it. And this is basically like her own space that she can be with herself and do her thing, you know. I like to file a report to the police? You can't. Because the thing is that I don't want her to trigger him and then he becomes her stalker. Because obviously, once, twice, and the third time at the smoothie shop.
Yeah, now he left the gym and like
yeah, it's scary. I don't know. I know where you're coming from because she, like, first time, she tried to defend by herself on her own. Second, she report to the manager. And third, like, what can you do? The third one, you have to go to police. Or what? You're going to fight him?
Asking me? No, okay.
No, like, what is the advice?
Yeah, so unfortunately, it's, I don't know. It should be escalated some way, but I don't know if the police may be too much, but unfortunately, what I feel is what is happening right here is that this guy is a very like cocky guy, and for him, it's become a game now. And like I want to win, you know, and so unfortunately, I feel like he's in his mind he feels like what she's trying to say is like try harder or something like that, you know, and unfortunately, it happens a lot, you know.
This dude is very selective on the information he wants to hear.
Yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon for this to happen. That like guys will feel like, oh, she's playing hard to get, you know.
No, I know, but I'm facing, like, I think I faced this before, and I'll talk to you on the side.
No, tell me now.
No, but like there was an incident as well. Like this happened, and then I think a guy who I was seeing back then, he also told me that like, are you like, he asked me that maybe I should be more straightforward, you know, because he said that maybe that guy that tried to make a move on me thinks that this is a game. And I'm like, no, like I'm seeing you and this person know that I'm like seeing like this. There's so many guys.
Is there?
You know?
No, yeah.
So it's like, it's pretty obvious, you know, I'm not leaning the guy on or anything, you know, but I don't know. I don't know if like I'm being not spoken and humble or just bear like his feelings, so I don't say it up front, you know. But yeah, he just never say it to me like, oh, I like you. But when he's drunk, like his behavior or some weird sentence that he wouldn't say. So that's why I gave him a benefit of a doubt that, oh, maybe he's drunk, you know, because his sober persona is not like that. But I think after a while, I think that because I sort of like ghosted him and like very bad behavior, not bad behavior, but I'm just like, okay, we don't have to be a friend, and I need to like set my boundary. Because for me to bring it up, it's quite difficult, I have to say. But in this case, I think she's more firm and more outspoken than me and very honest. Like, this is not it, you know? So it's pretty clear. So I actually think that I don't think she's type of the person who want to back out, you know, or like, no, why do I have to go through all the hassle to change? Why I already told him. But I would say that you have other things value in your life,
like your safety is more.
Yeah, changing the gym wouldn't hurt you, and you don't have to like have your mental space to deal with this shit. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, the easiest solution or the most straightforward solution would probably be to change the gym. Yeah, but I just feel like sometimes these people, if you don't stand up to them, then they don't even realize that they're doing something wrong.
But she did.
Yeah. No, I mean, like in his mind, he might be thinking like, oh, like she's playing hard to get, like it's a game.
What more can she do? Like she call a bouncer, like, hey, come with me, bodyguard, and like just beat him up, or like talk to the guy. Like, what more? What more?
But haven't you seen in like shows when, or not shows, but in pop culture, there's this thing of like, the girl is the moody girl in the class and she doesn't like anyone, and eventually like one guy, like she's like cold to him, but like eventually like her cold heart melts and like she falls in love with it. You know, there's unfortunately there's this idea, sometimes guys have this idea that like, oh, you know, I can
save her,
I can change her mind or like win her over, stuff like that, unfortunately. So and sometimes it is that case. Sometimes a girl like is shy and doesn't know how to like get out of it.
Like to be winning over.
Yeah, likes the guy to like keep pursuing her and playing hard to get. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more straightforward with this guy you can get, but I think at that point you just have to be like, if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna call the cops, get a restraining order or stuff like that. Like it's escalates like stalking.
It's so hard to get restraining order.
Yeah, I think they're working on laws to like improve it and stuff like that. But yeah, and then about like your situation, unfortunately, it's like I think nowadays people also feel like when people are drinking and drunk, they feel like they kind of like gives them a pass to like be more risky, you know? And for example, a lot of people will cheat when they're drunk and be like, oh, I was drunk and, you know. Not all. I said people. But a lot of times some people, like will like take that opportunity to be like inappropriate or like, you know.
But I think there must be some like, well, how do I put it? There might be something already that like it meant to happen, like Closer, right? The movie that I think that like I think they might have some issues already within the relationship. So to meet one person to trigger, it just easily happen. But because of the foundation that you have between each other, it's not strong.
Maybe, but I think it's more that, for example, in a sober situation, that guy probably would never say those things or make those advances. But then somehow, if he's drunk, he feels like, oh, I can get away with it, or like she's more willing to, you know, bend her rules.
Or maybe I can express my feeling that, oh, maybe I really like her, but I wouldn't dare to make a move or say. And like getting drunk, it's like icebreaker.
And then you can kind of, if it goes badly, you can be like, oh, you know, I was drunk, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so main thing is, if I can do one piece of advice, which is not really for this lady because she seems to be doing fine about standing up for herself, but like a lot of times girls feel like they need to be like they're in a way that's like they don't want to hurt the person's feelings. That's like kind of like not assaulting them, but like is being like trespassing on them. And it's like, no, like if this person is crossing a boundary, you need to be like, hey, this is not okay. And I feel like I think it happens to guys too, actually. Especially, I mean, not especially, but like it happens to guys a lot too. And it's just that I think that's also a problem. For example, when a serial killer, for an extreme case, a serial killer might be like, I think it was Ted Bundy, was like pretend to be like injured and be like, oh, can you help me? Like, can you help me bring the groceries, pack it in the car for me? Or like, you know, move them to like a more vulnerable position in the area. Be like, oh, can you help me come to this area? And if you feel uncomfortable, but the girl's like, well, I don't want to be rude. It's like, no, if you're uncomfortable, like your safety should come first. You need to be like, hey, stop, like leave me alone, you know? So I think that's one thing that for anyone that's feeling uncomfortable, I think it's like you shouldn't feel bad about speaking out for yourself, you know?
I agree.
But I mean, for this lady, I think the next escalation would be to get someone like a higher form of authority above like the gym. So I guess it would be the police or something like that. Okay. Well, that was the last one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, this is our dating advice because we've dated so much.
You did.
No.
You did.
You said earlier there's like so many guys.
No.
Just kidding. I'll find it. Maybe I'll like cut it and splice it in. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, that's episode 7 and
Seventh heaven.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you guys for coming in and checking out the show. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. There's a couple of new comments I saw. I replied to them. No, don't say. Okay, thank you. All right, bye.